So we'll just start standing. Feet comfortably under our hips, toes pointed forward. And to begin with some breathing and coming into our body, right? So lifting tall through the back of the head as we lift tall and kind of lift the heart, relax the shoulders, inhaling up onto the toes. You can bring your arms with you if you like. Nice deep breath and exhaling back down. And inhale up and exhale down. Breathing fully into our body. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Now lifting one leg, you're going to lift whichever leg comes first. Good. And hold. Lower back down. Shifting over to the other leg. Inhale. Hold. Exhale down. Good. One more time. And if you want to dare to lift the leg and your other heel off the ground a little bit, go ahead and try, or if you think you can, exhale back down. And one more time. Inhale, lift that leg up. Maybe the heel. Exhale back down. Good. And we're going to bring our arms forward with our palms facing down, right? Fingertips reaching forward. And you're just going to reach your arms forward, reach away from you but pull your spine back. So you're sort of rounding your back, opening the shoulder blades. And then on our exhale, we're just going to pull the elbows back and lift the heart. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, okay? So reaching forward, kind of looking down and letting your upper back and shoulders round and open. And then exhale, pull the elbows back and kind of squeeze those shoulder blades as you look up, okay? So reach forward one more time. Stretch and exhale, pull back. Good. And then this time we're going to reach forward. And as we exhale, we're going to pull our right elbow back and just follow it back, right? So coming into a little twist here. And then reach that right arm forward. And exhale, pull your left elbow back and follow it back. Good. And again, reach forward and pull the right arm back and follow it. And reach forward, pull the left elbow back and follow it. And then take your arms out from your shoulders and we're going to point our palms to the back wall. And you're just going to press your arms back and kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then bring your arms back to right where they were. And then turn your palms up so your thumbs point back. And then pull the arms back. And then release. Turn your palms down and point them back. Press back again. And squeeze the scapula a little bit. And then release. Turn the palms around to face forward. Your thumb points back. And press back. So we're kind of really getting into our shoulders here. One more time, turn the palms down and then to the back, pull back and relax. Turn the palms around to face forward up so the thumbs point back and pull the arms back. Good. And then go ahead and let your arms relax. Take a little moment to shake them out. Turn your legs into a little turnout. So we're in that baby first position, it's called, with your heels together or close together, knees and toes pointed out, right? We're going to reach our arms up over our head. We're going to inhale here. And then as we exhale, palms face forward. As we exhale, we're just going to step to the side and squat, lunge down, right? And then bring it back to center, lift up. Take it to the other side. Pull those elbows down, press back up. Good. Just going side to side. Press back up and reach. Pull the elbows down as you come into a little squat. We're going to add to that. So whatever side you're on, you're going to take it into a squat. Let your elbows come all the way down to your hands or on your thighs. Flatten your back and hinge forward. See if you can deepen that squat a little bit, maybe. And then press yourself back up. Come back, arms up. Okay, take it to the other side. Just go ahead and bring those elbows all the way down in your squat. Hands to your thighs with your back flat. Hinge forward. Maybe deepening into your squat a little bit. Lift up. Bring it back. One more to each side. Take it over to the side you started on. Hands to the thighs. Really open the knees. Flat back. Maybe deepen a little bit more. Press up. And bring it back. One more. Take it over. Pull elbows down. Hands to thighs. Flatten the back. Forward. Open those legs. Squat. And come up. Bring it up. And just float the arms down. Maybe shake out your shoulders. We'll come to the end of our mat or wherever you want to be. Inhale here. As we exhale, letting head and shoulders and arms relax to bring us down towards the mat. Just going to let ourselves hang out. Do a little bend and straighten of your knees. Maybe let your head relax, your neck. And then straighten one knee as you bend the other and switch. So really sort of pressing that side of our hip back as we straighten the leg, shifting side to side. And then both legs straight. We're going to walk our hands out into pike. Spread the fingers wide. Letting your body move as it wants to. We're going to stretch our heels down. Lift our tailbone. Get a good stretch in the back of our legs. Let your body weight shift however feels good to you. The blood to our brain. And then maybe walking the hands a little farther away and a little farther. Breathe. And coming onto the mat. Around. Onto our back. So bringing the feet close to the hips, moving with your sits bones. Relaxing on the mat here. Take a couple breaths, just letting your low back relax and your sacrum move. Just letting it sort of do a little arching and rounding as you breathe. Just take a couple breaths like that. Feeling that movement in our low back, right? In the sacrum area. Just breathe, inhale and exhale. And the next exhale, we'll go ahead and peel our spine up off the mat all the way into bridge. You can adjust your feet or whatever you need to do, relaxing our shoulders. Take a breath here. And pressing our hips up as much as we can, exhaling down, one bone at a time. And relaxing at the bottom as we inhale, exhale up again. And as we bridge up on this one, we're going to go ahead and bring our right arm over our head on the ground. And then press that right hip up. Feel like you're reaching through your right knee and sort of reaching through that right arm, and you're going to exhale down, holding the hips up till the end. So you feel that extra stretch on that side. And as we come down, we can bring our arm by our side again. Inhale, exhale up the center, taking our left arm over our head, relax it on the ground. Really press that left hip up, like you're reaching through your knee. Good. And then we'll exhale down, one bone at a time. And then bringing our arm by our side, inhaling, exhale up the center again, one bone at a time. And then as we come up, we bring both arms over our head. And just do a kind of a little stretching of your arms away from you as you exhale down. Feel that spine stretch back down, like you're stretching your spine away from your arms. All the way down, and then relax your hips. Go ahead and let your arms slide out from your shoulders. Open the knees apart, so our feet together, knees open. And inhaling here, and then on your exhale, just float your hips up off the ground. And exhale back down. Relax those knees open for a moment so you just feel that your hips get a little opening. And then we're going to lift our right leg and take it over to the left leg. And then take your left arm over to your right arm. Open back out, bringing your arm back, opening your right leg. Take your left leg over to your right leg and bring your right arm over toward your left arm. And open everything back out. Good. And again, right leg over to the left, taking left arm over, feeling that like we're wringing ourselves out, and then opening back out. Lift your left leg over to the right, take your right arm over toward your left, and open back out. Good. And then lifting our knees up, bringing our feet back in line with our sits bones, reach your arms to the ceiling, letting our shoulders be nice and heavy on the mat. Inhaling as we pull our low back gently into the ground. Exhale, float one knee up. Inhale that foot back down. Exhale, float your other knee up. Keeping our shoulders relaxed, put that foot down, and our low back gently pulling into the ground as you do this little march, alternating the sides. And then if you feel like you want to pick up the pace, you can pick it up if you like. Go whatever speed feels good to you, as long as your shoulders are relaxed and you feel your low back gently pressing into the ground to stabilize, right? So exhale, lift. You might do a little tap down and then lift, or you might go slowly, doesn't matter. Use your breath. Good. And then whatever leg is up, bring your other leg up. Hug your knees. Relax your body for a moment. Let it rock around. And you might like to bring your head up toward your knees and curl into a ball if that feels good to you. And let your head relax down. We're going to bring our just leave our legs here, actually. Just kind of let them be relaxed and let your feet be relaxed, but bring your legs together with your arms out. And just take your knees over to one side. Good. Keeping our shoulders anchored. And lift them back up. And then take them over to the other side. Keeping the shoulders down. And exhale back. Just side to side. Inhale over. Exhale up. Using our obliques to lift our legs back up, right? Inhale over. Exhale up. Good. And then when your knees come up, just open the knees apart so your heels are together and your knees and toes are pointed out so that it's a diamond, right? With your legs or frog position. Sort of a diamond, legs in the air, arms out. No, slide our arms down a little bit by our side for support if you want. And then gently pulling your back into the mat, you're going to reach your right heel down toward the ground and draw it back in. Reach your left heel down toward the ground in this diamond shape and lift it back up. Now let's see how far we can take both heels down without arching our back. Whatever that is for you. Good. And then lift them back up and open into a straddle. Just open the legs wide. Bring the heels back together. And again, reaching the right heel away from you toward the ground and lift back up. And the left heel away from you, doesn't have to touch the ground, and lift back up. And now both heels, however far they go, but keep your back from arching and lift back up. And straddle the legs, open them out to the sides, just open the legs apart, bring them back together. One more time, reaching our right heel away from us, down and lift back up. And the left. And lift back up. And both. And lift back up. And open apart. Straddle. And then bringing our heels together again in our diamond, we're going to bring our knees towards our head. Use your low belly to lift your hips. Kind of lift your hips and reach toward the ceiling with your legs, just a little bit, and then return, right? So you're going to bring your legs towards you and sort of lift the hips up, using your arms as much as you need to on the ground, and then return. So we're just getting a little lift of the hips off the ground, or maybe a bigger lift if that's comfortable and you're able to, right? Bring it back, knees come towards us, lift up, and back down. Again, using your arms. Try not to let your neck feel this. Try to keep it in your arms more, right? So don't go back too far or too high. Yeah. But just see if you can lift those hips a bit. I never do these kinds of exercises where we bring our legs behind our head into like a plow because it's too hard on the neck. But this is sort of a nice, gentle variation. Okay, go ahead and hug your knees when you come back and relax your body. And then stretch your legs out on the ground, reach your arms over your head, and just do a big stretch, reaching through one side and then the other, right? Just lengthening our sides, stretching. Good. And then relax everything. Open the legs a little wider, arms into that wide V, feet flex. Take one hand over, reaching into that diagonal, right? Reach for that hand, stretch across, spiral across. And then coming onto our back, taking it over to the other side. Good. And coming onto our back again, bring your legs together. And you might bend your knees and bring your feet on the mat if you like. Sweep your arms down, curl the head and shoulders up, and roll up to sitting. When we come to sitting, we're going to extend our legs forward, lift our sits bones. Take a stretch over your legs here. Okay, if your legs aren't totally straight, just whatever feels good to you, right? Then we'll bring our right leg up, lift it up, holding on behind your leg somewhere. Pull it towards you. Give it a stretch. Maybe you want to hold on to your foot. Yeah. Move back a little more. And then we're going to climb down onto our back. Give your leg a stretch here. You can, whatever feels good to you. You can also grab a strap if you want, but bend and straighten the leg, move the foot. Yeah. It is Monday. Good stretch here on our legs. And then go ahead and take your arms out from your shoulders, unless you want to use a strap around your leg, which you're welcome to do. And then we're going to get our leg as straight as we can and take the leg across the body. So we're reaching our foot towards that left hand. Right? Really stretching across there. So get that hip stretch. And lift the leg up. Open it out to the side, reaching foot toward right hand. And this other leg can be bent if it needs to be, right? You can do whatever you need to do for your body here to make it work for you. You don't want to be straining too much. And then up, and then take it across again, reaching foot toward hand. Stretch that outer leg. Good. And lift it up and open. And lift it up. And we're just going to go ahead and do a few circles. So take the leg across, sweep it down, around, and back. Across, down. Exhale it around and back. Nice big circles, or as big as it feels good to you, right? Whatever that is. Try to anchor your other leg. And then when we reverse our circles, do a few the other direction. Open and down, cross and lift. And breathe. And then when you come to the top of your circle, go ahead and hug your knee. Just pull it in. Give it a stretch. And then we're going to hold on to our leg, or you can use a strap. Lift your head and shoulders, leg bent or straight. Rock yourself up to sitting. Grab hold of your left leg. Stretch it up. And we can pull that leg towards us as we flatten our back, right? Get a nice big stretch here. And then just start to slowly lean back that leg up, stretching the back of the leg, right? And then we'll go ahead and climb down onto our back. It's like a good stretch. Moving our foot, little circles, flexing and pointing. I'm going to articulate the foot, right? Just go. Right, and then we'll get our leg as straight as we can. Again, using the strap if you like, arms out from the shoulders. If not, take that leg across your body, reaching your foot towards your hand. And lift it up. Open it out, reaching foot toward hand. And lift it up. And again, crossing across the body. We might be able to go a little farther or just a little straighter, reaching for that hand. And lift and open. And lift up. And taking a few circles, maybe 3 big circles, across, down, around, and back. Again, your knee can be bent. You can use a prop to help you, whatever feels good to you. But just letting your hips move, shoulders relaxed. And we can go the other direction a few times. And your other leg doesn't have to be totally straight. Like I said, do whatever works for your body, right? And then when you finish your circles, just give your knee a little hug, a little stretch in, a rest. And then we'll hold on to the leg, lift the head and shoulders, and rock up. Again, your leg can be bent. It's easier if you want to bend the knee. Lower that leg down. Now when we come up to sitting, bring the legs into that diamond or butterfly, right? Feet together, knees open. Lifting tall, just stretch forward over your legs here. Relaxing the hips and the legs. That nice sacrum stretch. And then bring yourself up and take a little rotation over to the left leg. Keep your sits bones anchored and just stretch that direction. So head toward knee. You feel a good stretch in your right hip, outer hip area, side body. And come up the center, and then a little rotation to the right, and take it forward over that knee. That's just relaxing, head toward knee. Good. And coming back up, and we'll just go ahead and lift our legs. Bring your hands behind your thighs, relaxing our shoulders. We're going to bring your feet however far away from you they need to be so you can sit tall. Inhale, tall, kind of lifting the heart, kind of arching the back a little bit. And we're going to kind of focus on our spine here. So as we exhale, we're going to curl our tailbone under, and we're going to round back. Right? Think of this wave-like motion from tail to head. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to pull your head forward and come up. And you're going to snake yourself up, arching. So we're going to kind of snake our spine. And then on our exhale, we're going to snake our spine back. Right? So rounding back. Inhale, exhale, pull yourself up. Head comes first. And then we snake our spine all the way up. right? So really focusing on that movement in our spine, right? Exhaling back, articulating the spine. Feel like you're really getting some space between your vertebrae as we reach forward and lengthen and snake up and snake back. And up again, pull your head up. So good for our spine. This time when we come up, we can stay here. And with the knees in this position, cross your arms like a genie, right? Just one arm on top, one forearm on top of the other. Inhale. Exhale, curl the tailbone and just rounding back about halfway or so. Lift your left knee toward your left elbow and bring it back. And right knee to right elbow and bring it back. Keep curling the tailbone under you as you do this, right? Bring one leg toward that arm and take it back. Shoulders relaxed. And however far back you're comfortable, you can hang out. Good. And last one. You're going to come up on this one. And again, lift tall on your inhale. Exhale again, curl back. Now we're going to take a little twist with that. So we're going to turn to the left, bringing left knee to right elbow. And come center. Lift your right leg as you twist to the right. And come center. Lift your left leg as you twist to the left. And come center. Alternating. Same thing with a little twist. Right? Good. And when you come back to center on this one, go ahead and come up. Stretch your legs out. Stretch over. Take a little stretch over the legs. And then sitting up, we're going to bring our arms forward with our palms facing down. Let your knees bend as much as they need to so you can sit tall. So you probably need somewhat of a bend in your legs, right? So you can focus on our tall spine. So we're going to inhale. As we inhale, we lengthen our spine. And then as we exhale, we're going to pull our elbows back, lengthen the spine. Even more. Squeeze a little bit. And then reach forward and curl the tailbone under and round. Inhale, exhale, up. Pull the elbows back. Lengthen the spine tall. Reach forward as you inhale. Exhale, round back. However far you want to go or think you should go. Inhale, exhale, up. And again, lengthening our spine tall as we pull elbows back. Good. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, round. Inhaling, exhaling up. This time we're going to lengthen our spine. Just pull our left elbow back and twist to the left. Grow tall. Reach forward and round back. Inhale, exhale, up. Lengthen the spine tall. Take your right elbow. Twist and reach forward. Round back. We're going to do two more. One more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Really grow tall. And then twist. Reach forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Nice and tall. Right elbow pulls back. Lengthen. And reach forward. Take a stretch over your legs. We're just going to do a few roll-ups, just not very many, but let your legs do whatever they want to do. But try doing this with your arms in that genie, cross style. See if you can do this. And we're going to roll. We're going to lift tall as we inhale. As we exhale, we're going to roll all the way back. And then we're going to take our arms over our head like this. Bring them behind your head, right on top where your crown is. See if you can bring your arms all the way to the ground and feel that stretch under your shoulders. And then lift the arms as you inhale and your head comes up and you exhale up. Reach through those arms, reach through those elbows. Good. And again, inhale, exhale, round back. Taking the arms over the head. See if you can press them into the ground and kind of stretch under the shoulders. And then lift, inhaling, exhaling up. One more. Good. If you need to release your arms to come up and reach them forward, that's fine. If you need to do that, right? Whatever you need to do to come up easily enough, right? And take the arms behind your head, but get that nice shoulder stretch. And then we inhale, so you can uncross the arms and reach if you need to. And come up. All right. And we come up to sitting. You can let go of the arms. And we're going to come onto, I'm going to adjust my mat because it's walking around. Okay, we're going to come, we're going to roll onto our back, all the way back, arms over our head. And then taking arms and legs together, taking a body roll over to your side, whatever side you want to start with. Right, so you're in a straight line. And you can just put your top hand on the ground in front of you. And what we'll do here is we'll glue our legs together as we inhale. And then on our exhale, we're going to float both legs up. Right? And then take your top leg up a little higher, toes point forward, lower it down to the bottom leg, and everything lowers down. Inhale, exhale, float the legs up, top leg continues. Come back to the bottom leg. Keep that bottom leg really lifted and then lower down. Inhaling. Exhale, float both legs up as high as they'll go. Keep the bottom leg lifted as your top leg lifts. Bring it back to the lower leg. Even lift that lower leg even more as you bring your top leg to it. And then lower down. Inhale. Exhale, up. Top leg continues. Lift that bottom leg even more as you bring your top leg back and lower down. Good. And this time we're going to bring both legs up, hold them there, and you're just going to open and close both legs like you're kind of clapping your feet together. A little squeeze, open and squeeze, open and squeeze, and breathe. You squeeze your knees together or whatever comes first. Just squeeze and open. Doesn't have to be a big movement. Relax your neck. Both legs together, let them lower down and relax. Let your knees bend a little bit so that they can relax even more. We'll use our hand to press ourselves up to our elbow. Elbow under the shoulder. We're going to lift the rib cage, lift the arm, lift the hips if you can, straighten the top leg and do a big stretch away. Kind of rainbowing, arching, and then lift everything up. Bend the knee as you lower the hips and the arm. And again, lifting the ribs, lifting the arm, lifting the hips, extending the leg, big stretch. Lift the arm. As we lower, we bend in and come down. And go ahead and bring yourself up to a mermaid or a bent leg position here. Take a little stretch over. Oh, I hope I don't swallow this bug that's flying around my face. That happens sometimes. And then let's sit up tall and take this hand down, this arm out. And we're just going to take a little twist, rotate over to put both hands on the mat, hand chest points between the arms, just kind of arching a little bit forward. And then pressing your hands into the mat, letting your back round a little bit. and coming through neutral, opening back up to the side. And then we can do a little hip stretch by crossing that leg over this leg in whatever ways you like to do it, right? Whatever feels good to you to get a little stretch in that hip and that leg. And whatever else feels good to your body. If you need to move your shoulders, your head and your neck, anything that feels good to you here. All right, and then we'll bring ourselves up and around to our other side by rolling onto our back again. So start by rolling down, bringing the arms over the head, legs and arms together, hands together anyway. Roll onto the side and bring the top hand on the ground in front of you. Glue the legs together, inhale. As you exhale, float the legs up and then continue your top leg and bring it back to your bottom leg. And as you bring it back, you're even lifting that bottom leg higher and then lower back down. Inhale. Good. Nice deep breath. Exhale up. Top leg continues. Feel like you're lifting your bottom leg even more as you bring your top leg down and all the way down. Inhale. Exhale up. Continue only 50 times. No. Top leg up and back as you lift your bottom leg more and lower down. Inhale. Exhale up. Top leg continues. And slowly back. Keep lifting that bottom leg and lower down. Good. Nice deep breath. Exhale up. Now you're going to keep those legs up and clap your feet together. Open and close. Little open and close. Breathe. Exhale as you squeeze. Good. And then hold them together and lower all the way down. Let your legs bend and relax here. Press your hand into the ground to come up onto the elbow. So elbows under our shoulder. Good. And we're going to lift the ribs, lift the hips, and extend that leg and arm. Of course, take a big stretch. Lifting up with that arm and lowering down. Good. And then again, let your rib cage start the movement, and then the hips and the arm, and we stretch out, arch over. Lift up, stay lifted here, and then coming back down and coming all the way up to mermaid or half mermaid or whatever you can do here. Take a side stretch this direction. You don't always have to have your arms straight. It can do whatever feels good to you. You can always rest your hand on your head or on your shoulder. And then we'll lift up, bring this hand over to the mat, and this arm we're going to rotate over, put our hands down, and arching, kind of looking forward, feeling that arch, right? Lifting, and then pressing into the ground, letting your back round a little bit, pressing as if you could press that hip down all the way. Call it a crooked cat-cow. Good. And then lift up and come around to sitting, and we'll take a little hip stretch. So whatever way feels good to you, give that side a little bit of a stretch. Of course, neck and shoulders and head, whatever feels good, right? Just taking a moment to equilibrate. Is that the word? Come back to equilibrium. He doesn't calibrate. I know that. All right, and then we're going to come on to our all fours. So if you need any padding on your body, actually come onto your knees first. So I'll face you. Come onto your knees. If you need anything under your knees, that's we'll start here. So we'll make our way to our all fours. And just whatever feels good under your knees if you need them. You're going to kind of press the pelvis forward, lift the heart, right? So we kind of find our alignment as if we were standing. Hands come up behind the ears or occiput, elbows wide. Right? And again, it helps to curl the tailbone under so you feel like you're not letting your back arch. And what we're going to do is we're going to side bend over to one side. So keeping that head lifted, and then extend your arms straight. One goes up, one goes down. And then bend your elbows to bring the hands back and lift up. In the other direction. And extend the arms, reach. Bend the elbows and lift up. Two more. Take it over to your first side. And extend the arms, reach. And bend hands back. And using our obliques to lift up. One more time to this side. Pull over and extend. And bend. And lift up. And since we're here, we're going to take a twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Release your arms out and down. And go ahead and bring your right foot forward. Hands on either side of your foot. Straighten your left leg either up or on the mat to a lunge. We'll just take a little lunge break so you can have your leg lifted or knee down. And look forward so you just get a nice stretch. If you need help, getting into the lunge, you can always rock in and out of it to find your lunge. Just taking a moment here though. Stretch the front of our thigh and hip flexors. Good. And then straighten your right leg. Lean into that stretch. And the knee to bring your knee under you. Bring your left foot forward, and same thing. You can either leave your right leg down, you can lift your leg up off the mat. Make sure feet and legs are in line with the hips. You can rock in and out, whatever you need to do. Finding a little bit of a lunge here, right? So breathe. And if we look forward, we just get a better stretch in the front of our hip flexors. So go ahead and just straighten that leg and let your body relax on top of your leg. And then we'll come on to our knees, both hands on the mat. Starting with just a little cat-cow movement. Let your back round. And just press hips back a little bit and lift up and arch. Good. And then let your back around. Hopefully your head can just relax and hang. Press hips back, lift up and arch. Good. Last time. And then we'll come to neutral. We're going to come onto our elbows, our forearms. You're going to extend your left leg back behind you straight. Toes touch down. And we're just going to lift that leg up, straight up, and touch it back down. And lift it up. And touch it down. And lift it up. Really lift and touch it down. And this time we're going to lift it up, hold it up, bend your knee, bring your heel towards your butt, and then extend. Keep it lifted and bend your knee, flex your foot, heel to butt, and extend. And flex and bring your heel in and extend. Keep it lifted. Good. And one more. Pull it in. Extend and lift more. And then bring your leg down and knee back under you. Extend your right leg long. Toes touch down. And lift. And bring that toes back down. And lift. And toes touch down. And lift. And touch down. And lift, really lift it up there, hold it there, flex the foot, pull your heel to your butt, and extend. Keep that leg lifted as you pull the heel in toward your butt, and reach it out. Good, pull in, and lift and reach, and pull in, and lift and reach, and lower back down, knee underneath you. Good. We're going to come into forearm plank by stretching one leg straight back, and then the other. Breathe. We're going to let our knees lower, let our pelvis lower, and come into Sphinx. Relax your toes, and just let your press your arms into the ground, lift your chest, look forward. Good. And then let your head look down, tuck your toes, lift your pelvis, lift your knees back into forearm plank. Lower the knees, relax your feet, lower the hips, and look up, pressing into the ground. And again, let your head just kind of look down as you lift your pelvis, tuck the toes, lift the knees, lower the knees, relax your feet, lower the pelvis, and look forward. And then just coming into Sphinx here. We're going to let our arms straighten and kind of press a little bit more into a baby swan or baby cobra. Draw the shoulders down. Let your body adjust to whatever weight it needs to here. Good. And then bend your elbows, lower down, and let your arms come out from your shoulders, kind of in a cactus or goalpost kind of position, right? Wherever they want to go next to you there. You're going to press your arms into the ground, lift your head and chest up, however high you come, and then float your arms. You're going to extend the arms and reach back for your feet and lift a little higher. Lift the legs, lift it, whatever wants to lift. Bend your elbows to bring the arms back and lower back down. And again, press into the ground, lift the head and chest, float the arms, extend them out and back and reach for your feet. Lift a little bit more, bringing the arms back, bending them back to where they were, and lower down. And maybe you just want to lift everything at the same time. Lift the arms, lift the head and chest, and extend the arms, reach back, lift a little bit more. Bring the arms back the way they came, and lower down. One more time. Lift up, extend arms out, reach back, lift a little higher. Bring the arms back the way they came, and lower everything back down. Good. And then you can just use your arms to press yourself up onto your knees. And we'll take a stretch back on our heels, to our heels. So stretch your back. Then coming up to sitting. Bringing ourselves around so that your knees are a little bit, a little bend there, half bend or whatever's comfortable. Hands underneath your thighs. Right. And just lift tall as you inhale. As we exhale, we're just going to let our back round and kind of lean into that half roll back or so. And then lift your legs up one at a time. Good. Release the legs and reach forward. Good. Slowly roll onto your back. Bring your arms over your head. Good. Inhale. You might sweep your arms around or whatever feels good to you to come back up. Inhale, lift. You might grab your legs to help you up or just reach and come up. Right? If you need to hold on to your legs, great. Otherwise, roll slowly back down and bring the arms up over the head. Good. Inhaling, lift the head, exhaling back up. Legs can be bent or straight, whatever works for you. Doesn't matter. Roll back down. Whatever is needed there. Good. Inhale. Exhale up. The roll up. That's all it is. One more time. Roll onto your back. That's all it is. Good. Take a nice deep breath. We're going to make our way up one more time. And then we'll bring our feet down one at a time and back the way we started. All right, and then come into a rattle and with a couple of saw stretches, I call them. Straddle your legs, whatever you need to do to straddle your legs here. You might stretch forward first a little bit to get yourself so you can sit tall, and then bring the arms out. We're going to lift tall, rotate, and stretch for our opposite foot, anchoring our hips, and then lifting back. Breathing, exhaling across. Use your back hand to help you if you want. Twist and stretch across. Rotate and stretch across. Couple more, and just getting a nice stretch in your side and hip. When you're even on both sides, you can land at the top and give your shoulders a little shake, a little roll. You can do a little circling of your head, which always helps the neck release, just by kind of letting your nose draw a circle in front of you a few times. All right, and thank you all for coming. Happy Monday.